Presidency backs EFCC on Atiku's son-in-law hunt. Tinubu's Brazil visit targets $1.1 billion deal, $3.5 billion trade by 2030. Jubilation as Saudi Arabian doctors performs 2 successful life-saving surgeries. Caitlin Clark recovery update shines amid fans gesture WNBA. Hello and welcome to Alive News coming to you from Abuja, the nation's capital. I am Blessing Ogo. Now the news in detail. The presidency has backed the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over its declaration of Abdullahi Haske, son-in-law of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Haske, founder of AA&R Investment Group, has been accused of criminal conspiracy and money laundering. The EFCC said he breached the terms of his administrative bill and failed to honor repeated invitations for questioning. An EFCC source says Haske has been under investigation for months and went into hiding after securing bail. According to the source, Haske wouldn't have been declared wanted if he remained in the country and complied with invitations. The presidency, however, dismissed the claim, and the Special Advisor on Media and Communications, Sunday Dare, acknowledged the mandates of the EFCC, stating there was no harassment or victimization, only the independent and lawful operation of Nigeria's anti-corruption institution says no one is above the law. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his third official visit to Brazil from August 24 to 25 at the invitation of President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva shows progress. According to Sunday Dare, Special Advisor on Media and Communication to President Tinubu, he explained in his release titled Nigeria, Why Brazil? Yes, Brazil. The trip will not only strengthen bilateral ties, but also unlock key investments across agriculture, energy, technology, aviation, renewable energy, and cultural exchange. The 2-day state visit will feature bilateral meetings, a Nigeria-Brazil business forum with top investors, and the signing of critical agreements and memoranda of understanding (MOUs). Sunday Dare emphasized the trip marked a transition from diplomacy to deals, and beyond dialogue, the focus will activate multi-billion-dollar agricultural investments, advance joint initiatives like the $1.1 billion Green Imperative Mechanization Project, and secure new flows of FDI into Nigeria's agriculture and energy sectors. According to Dare, the visit is about deepening political trust, expanding cultural exchange, and harnessing shared opportunities in renewable energy, climate resilience, and digital transformation. This initiative is expected to create about 100,000 direct jobs and more than 5 million indirect jobs, advancing agricultural mechanization and boosting food security.
We are here to be able to exchange the economic opportunities between us. You've sent the Vice President a number of delegations to Spain and Nigeria to explore the situation. A bilateral relationship that started several years ago. Brazil attended Nigeria's first independence. Now, you mentioned the university to promote understanding between Brazil and the rest of the continent. Something happened along the line. Nigeria has been excluded. I'm here to say no more. That we got to strengthen that. Nigeria is not where we want it to be. And we noted Brazil has gone from
A 5-day campaign held from August 18 to 22 saw a 25-member team of highly skilled Saudi doctors perform dozens of complex procedures, including open-heart surgeries and cardiac catheterization. The successful surgeries followed a voluntary medical outreach organized by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, KS Relief. Life-saving surgeries were performed in Kano, bringing hope to patients and families. This initiative reinforced Saudi Arabia's medical diplomacy, providing free quality healthcare and alleviating suffering across continents. And from the Sultan of Sokoto, the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammadu Saud, has warned that justice in Nigeria is highly becoming a purchasable commodity where the power or poor are victims and the rich evade accountability. The Sultan, who spoke as a guest speaker at the Nigeria Bar Association NBA Annual General Conference in Enugu, cautioned that the integrity of the judicial system is being undermined by corruption and inequality. Today, justice is increasingly becoming a purchasable commodity, and the poor are becoming victims of this kind of justice. While the rich commit all manner of crimes and walk the streets scot-free, he said. He commended the NBA for choosing the theme "Stand Out and Stand Tall," saying it aligns with the urgent needs for lawyers to deliver on their professional mandate. Debt trap loans from World Bank IMF Malema. South African opposition leader Julius Malema has cautioned the continent against loans from Brentwood organizations and others, warning that such moves can undermine Africa. Malema spoke in Enugu as a keynote speaker during the opening ceremony of the Nigeria Bar Association NBA Annual General Conference. He described such loans as debt-trapped, mortgaging the future of the continent. The debt trap of Africa to all foreign colonizers must be stopped, and that begins by regulating these loans that our leaders commit future generations to. Moreover, they will not be there when the colonizers come to collect, Malema told the gathering. The bill, which was introduced as the EFF, will require the National Treasury in South Africa seek approval from Parliament to source foreign loans and establish transparency regarding such loans and their conditionalities. From the police repatriation Interpol, the police repatriate wanted gang leader to China. The police has won Dai Xixin to the People's Republic of China. This, they said, followed a landmark operation in collaboration with the International Criminal Police Organization Interpol. The Vice Public Relations Office at Adejobi, in a statement, explained Xixin, a notorious gang leader wanted in a province in China for orchestrating and leading violent organized crimes, fled his home country in 2024 after a warrant for his arrest was issued by the Public Security Bureau of Jinjiang County. Following his arrest, the fugitive was repatriated on August 15, 2025 to Beijing under the established framework of police-to-police cooperation coordinated by Interpol. Adejobi emphasized that the arrest and repatriation of Dai is a clear message to criminals worldwide that the Federal Republic of Nigeria will not be hiding place for fugitives. And on the entertainment news, the Chinese historical romance drama Shadow Love, starring Song Ye and Jian, continues to dominate fans' conversations. Premiering just a day before, the series quickly won acclaim for its immersive plot, strong character chemistry, and a fresh spin on the female warrior trope. The storyline unfolds during the Eastern Jin dynasty, where Li Xiong is tasked with uncovering a spy in merely 1 month, only to cross paths with a great man who turns out to be the king of Zhenxi. Episode 8 of Shadow Love becomes available to stream from today at release times 3:30 p.m. IST in India, 7 p.m. JST in Japan, and US viewers August 26 at 5 a.m. Eastern Time and 4 a.m. Central Time. It is heartbreaking news for Indian cinema veteran sandalwood actor and distinguished art director Dinesh passed away early on Monday, August 25, 2025, at his home. He had been undergoing treatment following a stroke, best known for his compelling supporting role in the acclaimed film KGF. Dinesh earned widespread respect for his creative artistry behind the scenes as an art director. His dual talents in performance and design greatly enriched Canada's cinema over decades, making his passing a profound loss to the industry. His many works and influence in both front-of-camera expression and set design helped shape memorable cinematic moments, leaving thoughts deeply felt across peers and audiences in the Canada film community and beyond. And sports WNBA sensation Kathleen Clark remains off the court due to injury. Though her recovery continues to draw headlines not just for its impact in gameplay, but for her heartfelt connection with fans. Reports highlight a touching gesture during a fit and a game against the Lynx that strengthened her bond with supporters even while sidelined, despite the ongoing rehabilitation process. Clark's display of gratitude and fan outrage has won hearts and kept her in the spotlight. Medical staff are closely monitoring her progress, and while there's hope for a return before the playoffs, the emphasis remains on ensuring long-term health rather than a rushed comeback. The New York Yankees announced that shortstop Anthony Volpe will sit for a second straight game following a troubling 1-for-28 stretch at the plate combined with defensive errors. Manager Aaron Boone made it clear that the decision is performance-based, not due to injury, and highlighted Volpe's mental toughness and continuous work ethic despite the challenging run. With Jose Caballero offering additional infield depth, the Yankees has made options while Volpe works to regain his form. However, scouts expressed growing concerns over both his offensive consistency and fielding reliability. And on the foreign scene, India's parliament has passed a sweeping bill banning online gambling after government figures showed companies had stripped $2.3 billion annually from 450 million people. The ban impacts platforms from card games, poker, and fantasy sports, including India's wildly popular homegrown fantasy cricket apps. It also leaves the fate of the key sponsor for India's national cricket team in question. Dream11, India's biggest fantasy sports gaming platform, was named on July 2023 as the country's lead sponsor for 3 years with its logo splashed on Team India jerseys. No announcement has been made by the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, regarding key sponsors. The Promotion and Regulation of Online Gaming Bill was passed by both houses of Parliament, criminalizing the offering, promotion and financing of such games, with offenders facing up to 5 years in prison. However, according to Dream11, the passing of the bill, cash games and contests, has been discontinued till further notice. Still on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has reaffirmed his commitment to pursuing peace with Russia during solemn Independence Day ceremonies. He reiterated a bold call for a direct meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, despite persistent resistance from Moscow. As a symbol of goodwill or strategic leverage, Ukraine and Russia exchanged 146 prisoners, and US Vice President J.D. Vance announced that Russia had made significant concessions, notably recognizing Ukraine's territorial integrity and backing away from installing a puppet government in Kyiv. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney also voiced strong support, advocating for comprehensive international security guarantees and even suggesting possible troop deployments alongside a joint drone co-production deal with Ukraine. Meanwhile, the conflict's volatility continues unabated. Russian forces claim to have captured Filia in the region, while Ukrainian troops reclaim 3 villages in Donetsk. Tensions escalate as Russia accused Ukraine of launching drone strikes, one of which reportedly disrupted operations at the Kursk nuclear power plant. On the humanitarian front, the prisoner swap secured the release of 2 Ukrainian journalists, a development celebrated by Reporters Without Borders. We've come to the end of the news. For more news, follow us on all social media platforms, Alive Television. This is Alive News. Thank you for listening. My name is Blessing Obo.